Hey, so okay, it might be peeking. I, made like have been doing a bunch of like playing around, with ultimates, sets, and I've done a lot, and it's taken 2 whole days of work. I've been meaning to write subtitles for a Swifty22 video. Um, got distracted again. It's whatever. It's volunteer work, so it's not a huge deal. But I would like to do it because it's important to me, and I think it's important to them. But yeah, and I'm really excited to share what I have. It's in two different libraries because the old version has something that I deleted in the source codes later. So unfortunately, um, it might be a little buggy. I just added that in now before recording. I don't know if it's going to work, but everything else will work. So let's see when it loads. Okay, so I want to say that the reason why I did like a okay, this is way too loud. I didn't realize it was that loud. I'm sorry. Um, it takes so long to load because there's so much that it has to like hook, and it has to redo a bunch of stuff from scratch. It's starting to take a long time to load because I have a lot of stuff packed on layered on top of each other. So that's kind of discipline. I really like this. So while I'm here, I want to talk a little about some Battlefield and Omega stages. I like Battlefield of this. I like these, both of them for this. I like Temple a lot. Temple's really good. Preferred this in wait no I was this in Smash 4? Yeah, I preferred this in Smash 4 because there was still the trees and stuff in the background, and I really like that. It's way too boring in this game. I don't like Yoshi's. It just doesn't feel right. Oh, I like Delfino a little bit. Big Blue's really good. I love Big Blue for both of them, but for different reasons. I kind of like this one, but it's not my go-to. I think I'd pick another Metroid stage, like this one, for example. I like these. But yeah, I really like the field prairie kind of things, like green prairie, green land. I wonder, like, why it's localized like that. I wonder wait, what is that in what is green in Japanese? Is that green greens? I wonder. Anyways, I'm just gonna move on because, there's a lot to do. I really like this. I really wish there was that one DK stage from Smash 4. So, first we're gonna go to Marth, and this is where I make sure that my game audio is up. Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit, and hopefully it's that good. So, come on. Here we go. Wait. Let's just see if the mod actually, like, took. Okay, no, it didn't. That's interesting. That must maybe outdated that. Like, ultra outdated, which means that I probably don't have a binary of that at all. Because I did a lot of work on this. That's a little sad. But yeah, basically what I did was, added, like, a critical hit sound effect. Like that. That was really hard to hit. Like that. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, just through this, and I'm also gonna kill Sheik. At 21. Alright. I turn that down a little bit. Okay. Aw, heck. I went out, and then I just realized now that, I also made it so Mars back air. Wait, this might be a version where I had the old forward air. I was playing with forward air. I kind of hope it's not. Actually, it might not work because I remember that forward air. This might crash. Actually, probably wouldn't because it would just overwrite. Yeah, this is good. I think it is. I think it's the one with the hitbox in the back. It is, yes. Alright, so I can't do anything with it. But I had it start way earlier. Oh, I guess it's not. That's just vanilla, I guess. So yeah, something I added that's in normal thing is I made back air reverse hit, which I thought was really interesting. I actually made that for a video that I'm putting together. It feels like it's like 1/3 of the way through. I haven't had any drive to work on it, but it's fun. And basically, I wanted to do that just to demonstrate, like, what you could do if you made other characters be able to reverse it, because it's about Corn's forward air and how that move reverse hits, and it's like, oh, I can do, like, down throw and then, like, run up back air, right? That didn't... Wait, why didn't that work? Oh, well. It's really neat. I don't think it combos on anything, but it's just cool, right? So next character that I touched is Falcon. So let's hope that... There's a lot of Falcon skins. I've been too wary of trying them because I'm worried they'll overwrite the same slot and I don't want to check. So there is a little surprise for you. So I'm going to turn hitbox data off. So immediately you're going to think that I... First of all, I just want to touch on how, like, it just feels clunky like this. I haven't gotten used to this still. I understand why it's there, and I'm okay with it existing, but I still haven't gotten used to it. Come on. A lot of the... You can really tell who I do and don't play, because it's just like, I try doing things with, like, short up aerials that just don't work. Because those are hard to communicate. Okay, so... It's down air related. It combos into itself. And has a little special gift at the very end. It's a little unrealistic to hit, but you see when Falcon does a little spin, let's slow it down. Alright, now I need to full up. When Falcon does this little spin, that has a hitbox for 3 frames, I think. It's really hard to hit. I tried to make it easier to hit, but it's also like... It's a toned down Falcon Punch, basically. Alright, yeah, see, the way Falcon shift... What? That hit? The way... I was about to say, the way Falcon shifts his hurtbox makes it really hard to hit. It technically, like, can be comboed into. I also gave this a weak hit because I thought it would be fun, and I also did something very important. I added the like the spike hitbox to the top. Actually, this might be... Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, let's give Inkling some percent, and then we, and then I'll experiment with that a little bit. Alright. Let's go to ledge. I made it also so that it only works in the air. It used to be really easy to hit, and I think I might have overdone it with making it difficult. Also, that's basically what it is. It's basically for, like, when you when people start sleeping. I also made it so that the middle hitbox overlaps it, which might have been a bad idea because that move's so strong. Ooh, this is Let's Go Bitch. I really like this song. Really wish it was a little bit longer. Come on. Come on, I want those. For the fans, please. Come on. And this kind of made me realize this is why nobody uses this move in Melee. Actually, if I make them go like a little higher, then I won't need to space it as precisely. Because they'll be close to Falcon's chest area. Okay. Maybe I made it ground only. Wait. There we go. Okay, how many attempts did that take? I'm sorry. I don't want to edit this because, again, I've been working all day. Oh, this song's already over. So, Benji suggested Sheik doing 2 forward airs and a short up, but I couldn't couldn't think of a way to do that, which was still natural off the top of my head, and I already had my plate full at the time. The first suggestion I really liked was from Norin. Bless suggested... That's Norm, by the way. I can use their gamer tag because I know them, you know. So I did something. I took a lot of I really like Ganon's up tilt in P+, so I decided to replicate that in... I've gotten villagers so much when I'm trying to, like, test this. And it's a little annoying. So, okay. I'm gonna make them attack me. So I'm gonna have them... I'm gonna have them mash... neutral air. There we go. Look at that. No. No, I can't do it. There we go. So that's snake up tilt right there. Okay, also we're gonna push you. At least you can do 2 of those in a shot. Alright, there we go. I need this. Come on. There we go. That's not too difficult. Like... Okay. Come on, I want those. Please. I'm doing it too quickly. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it too quickly. Ganon has no airspeed. This is impossible. There we go. Yeah, so that's it right there. It's this move right here, right? I don't think that actually combos, because you can see they're not air dodging or anything. But I really like this. So basically what I did was I tried to take inspiration from P+. After Norin suggested to give Ganon snake up tilt. This one by far took the longest and was kind of frustrating because I didn't really have any moments of inspiration as I was doing it after like the first couple hours of doing it, so I was just trying to get it right. I was a little confused by how it works, because if you can't tell, this is like way faster than regular Ganon up tilt. Boom. I also gave it like a little, I also decided to put a hitbox right there, because I thought it would be funny. I really like the idea of putting hitboxes in unexpected places. It doesn't really, wow, I really got the knockback right. I was just going to say, like, this, a lot of the time, this knockback right there wasn't putting in front or was setting into tumble, which I didn't like. But I figured it out, I guess, to get it mostly right. And, wow, I didn't even test that, and it just kind of worked. Yeah, I liked that a lot, how that just does that. And you can also, like, combo it to slash attacks. It's really funky. It's super gimmicky. Also, that's not true. I'm, like, fairly certain it's not true. Let's just put them into air dodge. Yeah. But, like, see, it sets them up perfectly, right? Also, I was playing around, and I also ended up accidentally making this plus on shield, but in very specific situations, so it's not a huge deal. Let me just demonstrate that. +6. That's +6 on shield, which I think that means... Yeah, you can't really do anything out of that, I don't think. Because Ganon's a slow character, which is a good thing, because I didn't really want to touch that. It's a really weak hitbox, so what I basically decided was that I was going to give this like a really high base. That actually doesn't look right. That might be the weak hit, because Villager's short. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Villager is hard to test them. I was having a lot of trouble with frames and stuff, frame counting, because of the way the animation, I adjusted it. So it's a little funky, and I got it pretty good on my last attempt, and I was like, I don't want to touch this anymore. I think I'm good. I'm good enough. And I guess it still doesn't work on all short characters, but it's good enough for me. And it's like, I just really like this. I'm really happy with this move, even if it's not perfect, but it's really good. I kind of wish I could have artificially given this move more lag, but I don't know how, because this is still really little end lag. It's like still minus on shield, like enough to be punished, consistently. But it's also this big, right? Okay, that was a strong hit. Wait. Because it has a hit lag multiplier, I think. Boom. Boom. And also, if you hit like the up tilt, the snake up tilt version of the move, it just breaks a full shield. Like that. But like, you can release shield, so it's not a huge deal. It's a lot scarier for characters like Palu, because, you know, Palu's a taller character. Okay, yeah, I really, really like that move. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was a little frustrating to make, though, so it's hard to really see it all that fully. This I designed on a whim. Nobody actually requested this. I put a post on Twitter, which is basically asking, hey, do you want me to change this move, or change moves? And I got a whole bunch of responses. I didn't really take most of them, because some of them were out of my control. But I did something. Okay, let's actually... One sec. Because Nair Man, we need a platform. This one was by far the quickest adjustment out of all of these, even the ones that I didn't work on today. Where is it? Oh, I like this stage. Nah, it's too dark. I don't want that. This also has way too much going on. I don't like that. I went through so many different stages. I like never even go onto this stage. This one right here. I didn't really make that clear, I guess. I'll go to Skyworld. Haven't gotten there in a while. I think I prefer Smash 4 Skyworld, though. So, yeah, this is probably the one that is the most satisfying because of how little time it took me to make. And also how effective it is at doing what I wanted it to do. First, we're going to have Toon Link over here. Drop shield. Okay, there we go. So, that's normal Nair, right? But I also made it sundown. I got scared for a second because the hitbox wasn't hitting. So it's only the first couple of frames that are actually that. So it's fairly specific, right? So you're not going to be landing this on accident. It's actually just kind of worked out. The way I place the hitboxes are very, makes it very easy to tell which part of the move you're going to hit in certain situations against certain characters. I got a couple clips with it. It makes me so happy being able to like lab with the moves that I've made, right? So this is a little silly. This might look like a little silly, but I think it's pretty well balanced because at the percents where like you can do nair, up air, like after those percents, it stops being realistic to sort of like have it spike like that because then you can DI away. And if you may notice that it's like not being able to DI in the air, but it's DIable on the ground already when it gets the spike hitbox, which is a little hard because Toon Link's a little short. Because it is only like the first 2 or 3 frames. I think it's the first 2 frames, but I might have my math wrong. Come on. I want to demonstrate this. Oh yeah, so the idea for this came from wanting to like remembering a YD video. And yeah, they can DI right there because you can see the blue lines and they went way further out. In a YD video, they they showed an example clip of counter hit stop applied to Nair, and they were able to combo Nair into Eruption, and I really, really like that. That looks so cool. And that was sort of my idea, and I was like thinking, well, theoretically, I'm pretty sure the reason why Falcon's Stomp in Melee has so much hit stun is because knockback is what determines hit stun, and in Melee, it's like a 20% cut to knockback if you bounce off the ground, right? So it will decrease your knockback, but it will not decrease the hit stun because they're calculated separately. At least that was what I theorized. I really want to see a kill screen with that, but I guess it's so weak where it's unrealistic. I might adjust that later, because I felt a little too soft, like to hit within the air at really high percent. But I did not want you to be getting spiked by this move, but I guess it's not a move you really want to use in, like, freely in the air, because that might be good, but it's so laggy, right? When you can just use a forward air, which covers more space quickly. But yeah, this was really fun to work with, because I could come up with a bunch of different combos. Like, the combo routes were opened up considerably. Even if, like, it may not be better. Like, see right there, I can't combo anything out of that. Like, nothing. Okay, let's get an air one to see if it sends, if it can be DDI'd. No, it can't. Wow. Oh, that almost killed. But yeah, I really, really like this. I want to play around with it more, maybe tweak it a little bit. But yeah, I really, really like it. Come on. I also had this idea to like it's so cool because it's like a one-hit drag down move. That's so cool. That's so cool. Dude. It's so cool. I love it. I spent 5 minutes on that one. What? I was gonna, my girlfriend said, told me something about Wii Fit having like a 22 FAF on Forza. Kind of forgot about it after she mentioned it, but I was going to do it, but I was just like, nah. So this is probably the simplest change. This was, actually, no, this was by far the simplest change. I had a lot bigger plans for Cloud, but literally all I did was made the hitbox come out 1 frame earlier. I copied the hitbox data for this frame of the move onto frame 7 of the move, which is when it started in Smash 4. And the reason why I didn't touch anything else is because in Smash 4, this lingering hitbox covered the entirety of Cloud and then some, because the hitbox was about half, like a half one of those circles to the right on Cloud's sword, like, and it was also covered the entire handle and down, and it went down to Cloud's tippy toes. So it was kind of busted, especially because this was like a 2-frame move that like caught people on the ground, right? That wasn't even like a special hitbox. That's a second hitbox. This just works in vanilla, huh? The rising hitbox might not, however. And I'm a really big fan of this because it makes Cloud so much more diverse. And since Cloud's moves are limit moves are generally much weaker, my general philosophy for Cloud is that tone down the busted normals, specifically Nair and Nair's very slightly hitbox nerf, and just basically do what Ultimate did, but don't remove the 7th frame hitbox so that it's consistent at hitting people on the ground. Does auto cancel? Yeah, it's like, no, wait, it doesn't. Yeah, I like this. And it just works normally because knockback and knockback damage is all the same from Smash 4, right? So it's basically the same move, but slightly more damage and therefore slightly more knockback. I like that. I want to talk a little bit more about that, but I also wanted to make it so limit, so that limit doesn't end, because like my idea for Cloud was that I want Cloud to be able to like have these movement speed ups without being busted, right? Because I think this is really cool, and Smash 4 almost balances really well by making it so that Climb Hazard was basically a must-have recovery option because you fell faster, right? And even though you had more drift, Cloud's recovery is so bad, especially without an up B. If you want to try and recover without an up B, that's hard, right? And you couldn't tech it in Smash 4 either. You can tech it in this game, which I don't think was a good decision. And it basically forced Cloud to like burn limit, but limit moves are so good, and Cloud's hitboxes were so good and oppressive that Cloud really didn't have to ever worry about that all that much. So I think Cloud in Smash 4 is actually very close to being a very balanced high tier. But you know, look at this. I'm playing Smash for Cloud, hon. Except way worse because the hitbox is slightly smaller. And also the frame rate doesn't have the huge interpolated hitbox. It's about half the size than it was in Smash 4. I'm so glad they didn't remove it like they did with Mars interpolated F Smash, which is what I attempted to fix with Mars. But let's move on. Also, I don't remember mod creators off the top of my head. Sorry, since this isn't like super high energy. And this one was probably the one I spent the second most amount of time in. And it's Mii Fighter back air. So, I changed this move right here, right? I changed this move. I made it 90 per... Or I made it 10% faster, I think. It's like not by much. And like, I made it 1 frame faster. I made it frame 9 instead of frame 10. And the reason why I adjusted the actual move speed is so that it matched the animation a little bit better. It was hard to get it quite right, but I think this is a good place. So I think it just feels really better. It feels better. Right? Oh, I can't IDJ this character. Oh well. So, and I also made it so the hitbox is much larger. Like, it feels like a sword move now. Right? Look at that. That's like forward air range, and forward air is massive. That move is huge. It doesn't look huge, but that move is huge. It is so big. It's kind of like down tilt, except down tilt's like still kind of like medium sized, even though it is still huge. The lean forward helps it a lot. Forward air is just huge. I made some minor adjustments to back air, so it might still be too small, but I think this is a good middle ground. And I gave it a tipper that does 10% right there. It also doesn't need to be tippered sometimes. Okay, so I just want to talk about that hitbox right there. There isn't a hitbox there. There isn't. What? Let's go into quarter speed or third speed. There isn't. Okay, half speed. There isn't. There. Okay, I wanted to do some shenanigans. Okay. There isn't a hitbox there. Also, I really want to lab that. But I don't know why the tipper hitbox counts there. I tried to remove a hitbox that I thought it was, but now I was like, wait, no, that's the tipper hitbox. And as you can see, I also made it so that there's a weak hit, too. Very weak hit, actually. Originally, this did 2%. I didn't really adjust knockback when I nerfed it, when I made it that damage, when I made it do much more damage. I just realized that I just have to attack, I think I might have adjusted it by like 2 units of knockback. But, that was before I made a tipper, so I didn't really get that knockback. But yeah, I just wanted to make it so that the knockback wasn't terrible. But if we looked at like really high percents, it will still like Sakurai angle, and it will still like keep them on the ground because of 361 angle. I think it's 361. You know, I spent like how many hours with it? This is way too high. Okay, let's put this to like a realistic percent, unless the Peach is a lightweight, so. Wait, no, that was the tipper, wait. So yeah, that's what I mean. It could also be like hitbox priority, because the tipper has the second highest priority. I don't know over what, because it's really hard to visualize. But yeah. I can't believe the tipper is easier to hit close up. That's so... I need to adjust that. I don't know how, though. I've tried. I just can't figure it out. But yeah. So I did that. And since this knockback is still generally low... Okay, I want to do that. I want to... Okay, don't DI out, please. I want to hit you. Look it, I can do this. No. It's not super inconsistent. I'm really happy with how these hitboxes turned out. They're really frustrating to work with, if you can't tell. But they worked out pretty solid, if all things considered, and I'm in a much better place to work with them now that I've actually touched them. Because this move is a mess in vanilla, and it kind of still is. I mean, like, look how wide that is. But yeah, you could do some fun stuff with this, and I think something very important, I'm going to put down to like 14. Something that I think you need to know is, I gave this additional shield damage. It originally did more, and it originally broke a shield in 2 hits. I decided that was too much. And like the tipper, like very rarely actually can be hit twice in quick succession. But yeah, originally this did more shield damage, but I think this was a good trade-off. I might still make the knockback weaker, because I think I'm happy with this shield damage. Originally, it was way too much. I was like, I'm going to decrease knockback a little. I'm not going to decrease knockback, and I'm going to see how the shield damage works. But I might decrease the tipper knockback by a couple units now. This is still a lot of shield damage, but I'm maybe to reduce shield damage by a little bit of units of health. But yeah, I'm really happy with this because you can do fun stuff like, come on, I want to know seasick drift. I want this. No, it doesn't even hit. You can do stuff like this, right? So, no, Peach is too short. Okay. I try to match the animation as best as possible. I don't usually try to do that because it's artificially limiting. But having an animation work properly can be a really good feeling. So there's like, it's really hard to get like an IDJ, or it's not hard, but it's like, takes some getting used to the timing to get, that almost worked. I don't play miisword. It can be like really difficult to find the sort of timing for, I guess they're not going to air dodge, so I don't need to be super tight. Yeah, I don't play miisword. I did this for Pokecheese, me player in my region. I'm just player in my region. Come on. You can't record videos of Saj, but it would be so nice if you could, because there's so much that I have to record separately, but I have to get it the attempt I do it, because I haven't set up replay sorcery yet. Or I have, it's just that I don't know the hotkeys to actually use it. Replay sorcery is like, a like screen capture thing. Okay. This is really hard to do. I'm not going to have them hold shield anymore. But I'm trying to, like, that's really low damage, so it's hard to do stuff with it, I guess, as well. Like that. I really like that. Why are they getting sent nowhere by the up air? Yeah, wait, that auto-canceled. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, wait. That's cool. Oh my gosh. It, like, gives me air dodge momentum when I air dodge to diagonally. That's funky. It gives me air dodge momentum, but, like, it doesn't make me air dodge. So that's like a waveland. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that. Does that just work whenever I land on top of it? Actually, it might just be my drift. No, wait. No, that's definitely not my drift. That's so funky. That's so funky. Let's ledge cancel it. There we go. We ledge canceled it. Because ledge cancel like auto cancels. Woo. Not very useful, but it's like a couple of frames difference. That is so much drift. Wow. You can't do it if you hold shield, I guess, because they removed that. Alright. Look at you can just combo into like everything. I'm really happy with this. Why is the knockback so low though? I don't remember it being this low. And I also love the idea of this broomstick being that strong, having that much hit lag. It has like a 1.2 hit lag multiplier, I think. When it did less damage, it was like nothing. But I think now it's pretty sizable and feels good for a killing broomstick. Come on. And it really makes me like want to do more stuff like this. I could have just uppered there. That was so good. Okay, I'm gonna get like a weak hit here and then. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, let's get IDJ. Actually, the full up timing might not be that tight. Maybe it's easier. Come on. I want this. I want this so bad. Okay, I need to be spaced further away, I think. Come on. Also, while I'm here, I kind of want to talk about, like, the Mii's dash grabs. The Mii's dash grabs, at least brawlers, because that's the one that I play, are all really good. Like, they're probably the best dash grabs overall in the game. Because they, like, go really far. Their animation pushes them forward, unlike every other character in the game who, like, stop moving when you use their grab. I love this. It's so cool. I love this. I really want to have those people like play this, but I've never like released mods and I don't really feel comfortable with it, right? That's so cool. I might be able to do something else to alter my momentum because I know that some moves have like I don't know if miisword has any. That is so much lag. Okay, so miisword's for this happened in Smash 4 as well, where if you ooh, that's cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look how they go like a little that's fun. But yeah, some moves adjust your X speed. I actually have oh yeah, I actually have X speed being tracked right now in my Linux terminal or my in K console. So if I down tilt, oh, it was for tilt, wait. Okay, wait, no, I accidentally attack canceled that. Okay, so on this frame right here, there's a really small negative X speed. This frame has more X speed by a couple of orders of magnitude. This one has another decimal place. This is positive X speed though. And now we're starting to have like actual forward speed, and now we have negative 1.8 X speed, negative 1.805. Negative 2.8, and that goes to negative 5. Is not 0.0? And if we jump, it'll start. Now we're gonna do the reel back, right? Actually, wait. I think that going to the right is positive. Okay, so that's not actually negative speed. So it's like it's just facing direction. That's interesting. And then that carries into the jump. And you can like buffer stuff with that and do stuff with that. Off the top of my head, I know like a lot of characters actually have that. I think that Marth up tilt's one of those moves. It's usually tilts. Actually, no, I don't think it's Marth. No, it has to be Marth up tilt. Huh. I used to think it was my controller. It also worked in Smash 4 based on a couple characters I've looked at. Actually, let's go test it right now. Alright, before I finish. I spent like 10 minutes on that. Wow, or 7. I sometimes think about how they added the best Mar skin in both PM and Ultimate. Okay, it's for tilt. I think it was a different tilt in Smash 4, or maybe I'm thinking of a different character. I forget all that I know that it happens to. It might happen for Brawler. That would make sense. Which one was the character that had an up tilt? It might have been Smash 4 Marth. That animation's kind of funky. I think it's interesting that the animations don't inherently move the character model. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know who it could be. All I can think of is, like, maybe Corrin, because I play a lot of Corrin, probably the character I play the most now. I have no more muffins. I ate, what? 4x3. Is that 12? Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, why would that move the character? Interesting. Anyways. Come on. That's your preview for my highly edited video that I've come nowhere close to finishing. Actually pretty far, but further than most videos, and it's really well done as far as probably the best editing I've ever done. That's all you're getting. Maybe like into a neutral B. There you go. Bye.